Hello guys and gals, welcome to the stream. So I have decided to challenge myself by making myself guess the ranks of Advance Wars by Web maps. Initially I was gonna find the maps and then find someone to try to guess it, but I kind of thought I would be on the rough end of this challenge and actually had someone else get the maps for me and I try to guess the maps. And I decided to pull up a friend who actually is a member of the map committee. Say hi to Humita once again for anyone who's here for the first time on take 3.
Hello everyone, thank you Advance Warrior for having me. Can't wait to throw some maps at you and have you struggled to find the rank.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be hopefully you weren't too rough on me. Because I know what some maps look like for Tour to be C rank, but it's just a general idea. I have very little map knowledge, but I guess we will see what happens.
You're being too humble, but we shall see.
Yeah,
we'll put you to the test.
Yeah, so so do you have the maps up ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with one that's really spicy.
Okay. Humita has a bunch of maps, and he has the move planner up instead of the map itself, so I can't accidentally see the rank. So the move planner is going to be up, and I'm going to mess around with the move planner and hopefully try to figure something out. And I am going to guess the rank of the map, and he's going to tell me if I'm right or wrong, and why the map is said rank, and we'll see if I'm a potential candidate for the map committee. Even though I feel like that's too much work for me, but
Can people guess the map maker?
Can people guess the map?
I mean, I know some people will know. It's very easy to tell if you've been around and designed maps.
Who's that map maker?
And can you tell who this map was made by?
I actually can't. The stars shall align. I actually can't tell. Oh man, I feel dumb. But yeah, I'm at the top. Humita's at the bottom. So let's see here. The map here is called The Stars Shall Align. How do I make a poll? I haven't done a poll in so long. It is a 2 base, 1 airport map. Looks kind of small. Comm towers by the HQ. Oh, this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Okay, all right. So Green Earth is.
I mean, this is what we have to do. We have to look at people's new maps and we have to analyze them.
Yeah. So something that I like to do is to figure out the. Oh, I didn't end the turn. Figure out the ABBA order. And I think I know, and I think you probably know what I mean by that, right? So,
yeah, tank order.
So could you explain what that means to some people who might not know? I'm just gonna make generic plays while you
do you know?
Discuss this. I know. I know, but I'm focusing right now.
Okay. Well, while you focus, oh yeah, I can explain. So ABBA or BAAB refers to tank order. So for a balanced map, one of the first things that you need to make sure that it has is that the order in which tanks are made is ABBA, which means like player 1, player 2, player 2, player 1. So player 1 gets first tank, player 2 gets second and third tank, and then player 1 gets the fourth tank. And so you're gonna have one player that, like, say for example, gets a tank on day 4, then the other one gets it on day 4 and 5, so they can do a tank chain. And then the one that got the first one will not be able to make a tank chain, so there's going to be like a 1-turn delay there. So there's also that difference in what you can do as player 1 and player 2 due to tank chain or not. But that makes it balanced so that one player will have the first tank, so they can kind of dictate where the fight is going to happen like at first. But then the other one can defend from it and can make either a tank chain to like counter arrest, and actually push there, or maybe send a tank to the other side and push on that side to force a defensive tank from the other one. It's just really important because tanks are you're they're so predominant in standard. No, they have such a big range. They're so versatile, and so having that tank order is very important for balance. If you don't have that, if you have AB, then it's like super player one favored, because player one can dictate the first fight and the second one, or can just chain. So it's not good. So it definitely needs to have a balanced tank order, or else it goes down to either B or C rank.
I'm so glad you explained that, because I messed up the move planning while you were talking about all this, and I had to reset it. So if I play this in live, I'm screwed. Let's see here. So yeah, this is gonna be a while.
Actually, last night, Daddy Maxag and I were just reviewing some maps. There's so many new maps, that have the tag of new from 2022. It's the oldest, so we kind of have to go back and look at them and analyze and see, is it balanced or not, is it dynamic, and we have to give them a rank from C, B, A, or uncategorized maybe.
Yeah. I messed up a little bit, but I hope that doesn't really impact you. I think I did. Yeah, I messed up a little bit. So the stars shall align. So base is over here. Airport's to the side. The center feels very close.
I gave you the toughest map to start with. By the way,
did you just overestimate me, man?
Well, I had to make it spicy,
Yeah, you definitely had to make it spicy. Yeah, so
the next one can be easy. Don't worry.
So, ironically, we're talking about tier 3. If I was here on tier 3, honestly, I feel like I'd probably pick Lash. There's a good amount of heavy terrain around the center cities that you could try to take advantage of. I kind of like this little cutoff with the mountain forest and sea tiles to go to for green to go to the right, and vice versa for black hole to go to the left. Airports don't seem too contested. They'll be pretty strong in the corners if they're trying to go for an HQ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Airport cannot hit the comm tower. That doesn't seem like a problem. I am gonna say probably B tier, honestly, because I it didn't from the little move playing that I did, it didn't look like there was a proper tank chain that exists. So would that be a C though? But everything else seems to be fine. Humita, the dad who throws the kid into the deep end to teach them how to swim. Guess I'll say B tier final answer. You can do whatever, but I'll say B tier final answer.
So why would you put it in B tier?
The reason I'm putting it in B tier is because I feel like the middle is gonna be very, very rough to fight for, and if someone has a significant advantage in the middle, then it's gonna be a little bit hard for the other side to try to fight back, or at least maybe equalize. But I'm also kind of shooting it in the dark. It's a better looking map than what I could have made, but I'm just gonna try to play it safe and say B tier. Oh, I did. Okay. Oh, yeah, I did mess up the tank order. Okay. Yeah. Starbright also said that the bases being 2 moves away from each other. Yeah, that does feel a little iffy, which is basically what I said. If someone has a huge advantage in the middle, then it's going to be a little awkward to fight for. So I'm just going to say B tier. I can't see. Okay, here we go. So we have 58 on B, 41% on A, and nothing for S and C.
Interesting.
So don't break my heart, please. Just be gentle.
Okay, so the map is actually A rank.
What? Darn. Yep. Good job, 41%.
Yeah, it's A rank. I think the things that you had mentioned, you said that the middle was a problem. Mm-hmm. I think this middle is fine. It's just some classic stuff that Rise or Lost and Found loves to do a lot. which I actually really respect.
Rise is lost and found?
Yeah, it's lost and found. This is just classic lost and found. When you see more than a few silo tiles together, and just like crazy map setup, that's lost and found. But so you were saying that the middle seems problematic. I think the middle is fine because you're gonna get those cities in the middle really fast, and then it's really hard to contest them. Really, you can definitely send stuff in the middle, but you're not gonna get much out of it. And so, because you can see it's very easy to defend the two cities that you're gonna get from the middle. If it's also very easy to see that they're going for the middle, and so it's easy to respond. So I definitely like that aspect from Lost and Found, that he's been doing a lot. It's sort of a bait maybe of like, oh yeah, sure, go to the middle. It looks appealing, but there's nothing there for you. When in reality, the corners is what have the most. So you have the com tower with two cities next to it and an extra city right there in the corner. Mm-hmm. So those are going to be the most contested stuff. And then the airport gets online really late, no?
Yeah.
And once the airport is online, that's going to start spamming copters, and you're going to be able to try to flip that com tower area, that city in the corner, and maybe even pressure the HQ. And so then you're going to be forced to be sending troops over to defend the HQ or to the middle. Like there's a lot of dynamics going on in the map. You can definitely see it's a very dynamic map. There's a lot going on, different time windows. And that's really, really cool. I actually really like that concept by Rise that he's been trying to do. The super fast reinforcements towards the middle, but there's nothing there for you, so why even bother? It's funny that you can reach the center tile in one turn with a tank, but there's those silos and city, like, you're not gonna get anything from pushing in the middle. Maybe you get one city, but that's like... There's so much more in the corner. Like, even if you get that city, you're going to be losing so much. It's so easy to defend. There's really no point in just going for the middle. Yeah, you can then shift over to one corner, but if you overinvest in the middle, you're going to lose the corners, and that's where most of the value is anyways.
Contested neutral bases, that sounds like hell, dude. But, yeah. I kind of see it now. A rank, wow, that did kind of blow me away.
Really?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, you can look at that. I'll be right back as well. Take your time.
What in the actual... What is this? Going through the... Oh boy! Where to start? Hopefully I can... build these correctly. This is a map of all time, exactly. Oh my gosh, this is... I swear if I get this wrong, the stream is ending right now. There are no chains! There are no capture chains! I can't find any! Humita, I can't find any capture chains! I can't find any! Oh my god, you don't need a map committee to break this one. Oh yeah, I gotta make the poll, right? I don't know if I have people that can make polls. I'll make a poll. I'll make the poll right now. He has broken my brain.
I mean, you can just go ahead and do a wild guess. Like, what would you instantly rank this, and why?
F rank.
F. There's no F rank.
You know what I mean. I'm gonna say C rank right now, because
why?
Because right now there are. I feel like it's gonna be very hard to like get properties early because there's like no tank chains. Yeah, it's just where to even begin. Well, it's visually, this is something. I mean, it's not like, it doesn't feel imbalanced for me, but it just feels very awkward. The capture chain just feels very awkward, and that is why I'm saying it's C rank. All right.
So imagine like you don't even have to move plan. Imagine this is like day 8 or day 10. You've been capturing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we're not gonna have anything happening anytime soon. I'll leave them unranked. I'm gonna end the poll.
This is yes a C rank. You were correct. But it could also just be uncategorized.
Yeah.
Because it's just there's a lot of things, right? Like one is the aspect that is just gonna take forever to capture everything and just get the game going. Second is just you're gonna have so much safe income that like why would you even attack, or like you can just stall it out, be under an income and be just fine. It's just really hard to get rewards from attacking. No, like look at how many cities are in your like zone of influence.
I think Kindle might like this map.
Actually, no, she would die to Olaf, for example, or I don't know.
Oh
Drake
yeah, right. Yeah, Olaf would have been my first pick, but I just saw all these cities. I was like, Kindle. That's my 1,000 elo brain right there. So C rank. It's just gonna. Yeah.
There's just a lot of things that are not correct in this map, and so
basically what I was kind of freaking out on. I'm like, there are like no capture chains. There's like nothing that could make you get income slightly faster. So
it's also just send everything forward. Like there's no real decision making here. Just send everything forward. Just capture everything.
Yeah, non-creative gameplay. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there's just a lot of things going wrong for this map. We can just move on to the next one.
Mm-hmm. All right, up next is Oh, we didn't even look at the name of the last map. Wriggle Squiggle. That makes sense. Up next we have Canals, and I could probably make this bigger for folks. So we have Canals. It is a 3-base, 1 import map. Comm towers are far and away. It's going to need a T-copter for that. No ports for any black boats. I think Drake would have liked that. For that +1 boost. Alright, so Canals. The middle feels very contested if you're gonna try to even things out. So we have this guy going over here, and this is kind of an interesting situation here, because looking at the river base and the middle base, where contested the middle, because I'm just trying to think about like if it's evened out, then how's that going to go? Because the two cities in the middle are like so close to each other.
Okay.
First thing that does come to my mind looking at this for a little bit is the river base and the middle base. Like the middle base is obviously going to want to capture the neutral base, and then we have this weird situation. So I'll just play it out right here. Oh no, that's not even. I'm just gonna play it out right here. So let's say that goes for the base, and you build these 2 infantry. Next turn, what this infantry can do is. Oh, can you see my stream? By the way.
Yeah.
Okay. What this infantry can do is that it can have a 3 chain with these 2 cities in the airport. But with that being said, there is no there's nothing left for this infantry to capture right away or any sooner. If it could interrupt the chain, but then it'll just not get the 3 chain. I don't know if that's like extremely valuable though.
I think you're looking into more advanced stuff when you should start from like basic stuff. Start from like the fundamentals.
Is that really advanced stuff?
Yeah, you're looking at like, if there's like a TA and like the capture chain, and that's like that's okay. Like that's what you need to get an A rank. But I think you can start from the bottom up. Like first look at the map. Is it first off symmetric and balanced? Okay. Next, is there contested stuff? Like, is there contested properties? Is there a reason to fight over the map? Yes or no? If it's a no, then it's a C rank most likely. Okay. And you can just go like go from the bottom up, because if you start getting like really advanced on like capture chains, but like there's like much more fundamental problems, then like why even bother? No.
I mean I am the advanced warrior, so
yeah.
Oh man. So let's see here. Like, where would the fighting happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just look at where tanks would go towards. Like what are the routes in the map, and what are realistically the properties that you would be fighting for? How many are there? Is there if there is any? How likely is it to just go into a stall? That's usually like the first thing that you should be looking at. It's just like a fundamental flow of the map. You know, how is it gonna look at?
Yeah.
It's like imagine looking at a war room map or like a versus map that is like absolutely just stall galore, or not, or is it like a more A rankish kind of map?
That middle base has a lot of flexibility from the looks of it. Like a tank can go either up or down. You pick some good maps, by the way. Oh man, I am so terrified how this is going to turn out. So contested properties. I'm also going to be looking at the route, so where each vehicle or infantry can go to. A lot of terrain in the middle. Don't overthink it. Sorry. I overthink everything. But I'm also really bad at making maps. I'm not trying to have chat influence my decision here. But with all that being said, like I was initially going to rank this like somewhere higher, but with all that being said, I might end up decreasing that. I think I'm gonna say B rank again, and that is because I feel like a handful of the properties are pretty safe. Like once you unlock the neutral base, I feel like the properties on the sides are gonna be kind of easy to get and really hard for the weak side to get, and the middle one are the middle properties are the ones that feel kind of unsafe, but I feel like there's not enough to swing the game, and I feel like this is probably going to be kind of stally, but it's not the worst kind of map, so I'm going to say B rank final answer. So
I'm going to send you a little drawing that I made of the map.
Okay.
So I can illustrate a little bit of what I'm going to be talking about. It's what I tend to do in design maps for those. There's a lot of people that already know that.
All right, let me just save this image.
What's the poll? Okay. People were split between B and C.
Okay.
I mean, the map is a C rank, and I would rank it a C rank as well.
Oh, it's a C rank. Darn.
If you,
I'm gonna pull up.
Humita scribbles are the best.
Oh yeah, Humita scribbles are. They are the best.
I do take screenshot. I do them a lot on my phone. I go like take screenshot, just scribble and send it.
They are amazing. All right, so here's a screenshot here. All right, so what are we looking at, Humita?
Make it a little bit bigger.
make it a little bigger. It is bigger.
So if you look at like vehicle routes, there's not much there, right? You can only go like towards that middle-ish, and then like the little bridge area. And if you look at contested stuff, the only contested cities are really the ones marked in red. You got the two, like the two in the very middle, and then the other ones, and that's it. Like the ones in the mountains are not really going to be contested because you can't defend that with vehicles. You can obviously sacrifice infantry if you want from the mountains to maybe interrupt the capture. Maybe there's some TA that you get it first, but you're never going to hold the other side of that mountain. There's that airport right there and the bases. So there's just not a lot of contested stuff. It's just very straightforward. Send everything towards that area. Not much to think about. So just send stuff to the meat grinder kind of thing. I would even argue that city is not even contested because you can get that pretty early as Jade's Sun, and then you can't really flip anything. You can just stall the whole map with artillery and just do that. The HQ is all the way in the back. It's super safe, so there's no real way of ending the game with an HQ cap. It's just an instant stally map. It's not gonna be a lot of fun unless you like that kind of infantry, artillery, and just staring at each other.
I see.
So
yeah, I failed to mention that the HQ was very safe. So it's like if there's ever going to be like an opportunity to HQ cap, it's going to be really, 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 really hard to get that HQ cap.
It's just not going to happen
unless the other player.
You have the two bases there. You're just not going to get the HQ ever.
There's technically 3 bases. Well, there's 2 bases right there, and then the 3rd base is just 2 turns away. So yeah, HQ is very, very safe.
Okay, what do you think about this?
This is tough, man. So we have Spring in General. Looks like a mixed base map for well, it is obviously a mixed base map. That's the obvious caveat there. I'm gonna make it small so I can see it. So oh dear, a lot of clicking to do. Spring in General. We have 4 bases here.
Have you seen this map before?
I have, but I'm kind of like putting all that away for now.
Okay.
So, of course, player 2 is gonna capture these 2 bases immediately. Oh, the 1 base is kind of sandwiched between the 2 here. Like I could maybe imagine, like you send the airport like to fly around the pipe seams and then loops back around to get the 1 base, and there could probably be some kind of base swapping, and then it's going to be a top-down map, like unmixing the map basically. I feel like being able to capture the enemy base and unmixing the map is very, very likely. First turn advantage or balancing looks correct. The labs are in an interesting spot, so I don't think there's possibly any HQ or lab capping, but I don't think that's a bad thing. A lot of terrains, a lot of properties. I've never played on this map, by the way, just so you know.
Okay. Have you seen matches on it?
I've seen like 1 or 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you think about those matches? Because that's also important information. You can definitely think about that.
Yeah, but but it feels kind of unfair. But
no, it's not. Like, definitely judge a map by a match. Like, that's also part of the judging process.
Okay, me personally, I love maps that have a base siege kind of thing. I love those kind of maps where it's mixed base and then you can unmix it and then it creates a more interesting dynamic, because all the fighting's happening and then can it like go down to a crawl. Yeah, that's what I pretty much. I saw one game where the base got unmixed, a lot of ports. So I don't think there's going to be any possible black boat play. You're just moving infantry around. You could. I think variety is what also makes a map pretty good.
What would you personally rank this?
What I personally rank this? Probably A or S. A little more towards A, but the more I look into it, I'm slightly leaning over towards S.
Okay, why?
S, because I feel like there's enough variety, so it's not just straightforward. Like that one map full of cities and mountains that you showed me, there was just send them forward, and that's pretty much it. But in a mixed base, there's variety. I feel like maybe as Kindle, you can put an artillery on the city and break the pipe seam real soon, and then have that artillery try to siege on that base. That one base is just gonna want to survive and just get the few properties it can. With a little bit of the other games I have seen on this map, I want to say S? Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of variety, a lot of different things you can do. So I'm just going to say S rank for this map.
So maybe, I'm not sure if we already mentioned, but like
44%.
We can also kind of go over what makes a rank.
Okay.
Because we're just kind of throwing ranks around, no?
We are, yes. So that's a good thing to bring up.
I mean, which is fair also to have like a subjective view of what the ranks are or mean. But it's funny because like a few weeks ago, we tricked Walker into telling us what he thinks are all the ranks.
What? You guys are mean.
Nah, but it's good. He knows so much about mapping that it's good to have like a little bit of a reference. To kind of like have map committee members all kind of rank more consistently, you know? So it's not so subjective and it's more objective kind of ranking. But this is an S rank map.
Yes!
And this can maybe give me the foot to start explaining the ranks. This is an S rank because it was it was an A rank, and then it was proven over many games that it still was an A rank, like it's still a good map, and so then it was granted the S rank. Pretty much, it's like S rank is like that. It has to be a map that like has no issues of like balance issue, dynamic, stuff like that, but then has a long track record of holding that. And so this one was in the global league for a long time, and like there was no issues with stalling or balance issues or anything like that. So eventually it was given an S rank. A rank is like, you know, the same but without that track record. So it's just a map that after analyzing it, maybe a test game or maybe like a deep move planning, it seems like it doesn't have any imbalance, or the 3 points that he says: imbalance, static play, and lack of variety. So it's pretty much like balance and dynamics are just like interesting map. So you kind of want to have all those things in your map. So B rank would have like a little bit of some issues with one of those. It can have a little bit of balance issues. Maybe the tank order is wrong. Maybe it's not dynamic. Like, you know, it's a little bit stally. Like there's not that many contested properties, but everything else is kind of okay. So it's a matter of like maybe moving around some properties or just a few tweaks to kind of make it a good map to become an A rank. C rank is even more than that. So it has like more problems. Like we saw on the previous map, it's like very stally, HQ super defendable. Like there's just send units towards the meat grinder. There's not a lot of dynamics.
Balanced, dynamic, and replayable.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting in just one word.
Yeah. All right, so I am 2 for 2.
And uncategorized is like.
Yeah, uncategorized is so my map is trash then.
Which one? Why?
Ancient Arena.
It's uncategorized?
Ancient Arena. There's nothing on it.
Oh, it might be, yeah.
Oh.
It might have a lot of problems.
It has a lot of problems. I submitted it to you too, and you just listed out so many problems. I'm just like, I'm so bad at making maps.
Oh, really?
I submitted it to you a long time ago. We could look at it at the end of the stream.
Okay. Do you want to put it now? Or, okay, at the end.
Let's get a little break. I have to like move stuff around again.
Oh, that's your map.
Yeah, here's my bastardized map. You're gonna see the Discord layout once again, but I'm just here to put Humita here, guys and gals. This is my bastard of a map that I was proud of making, but it just kind of hit me with the, oh, I can't make maps. I'm not shit. I'm kidding. How do I? Wow, your webcam is so wide. I don't know. Oops. So wide.
You can crop me if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, I crop. Yeah, I'll crop you. But yeah, there's my map. It's something. And I feel like there's a lot of problems that you did list, and I haven't touched it for a good while now. All right, there's my map. It is Ancient Arena.
Benya Madariaga is asking if it's possible for a map to drop from, like, for example, A to B. Yeah, definitely. A map could drop down to C as well. Also, as time goes by, the standards have gotten higher. So there's a lot of maps that maybe today are marked as S rank, A rank, that by today's standards or after many testing, it actually is proven to not be balanced or not be dynamic. So there's been a lot of, slowly, you know, we kind of work on that. Again, it's all like free work that map committee members do, so it kind of takes a while. But there's definitely some maps that have been dropped from A or S to B, some C, because there were problems found. You can definitely have an A rank map because it looked okay, and then after being played a few times, there's some problems found, so it drops down to B because maybe there's some very small TA thing, but that is impactful because maybe there's nothing that you can do about it. So Bum says some 10 S ranks would be at best today. Yeah, for sure. I was actually looking today at the map because I was trying to get these for you, and there's some S ranks in there that I don't know what they're doing. they do not deserve to be S rank today.
I'm just trying to open my window, so yeah.
Definitely needs a relook. I think it was brought up like a month ago or two, but
Yeah, if you guys hear outdoor noises, I'm sorry. If it gets too annoying, I can close the window again, but it just got hot. So, Ancient Arena. Someone said that the HQs are looking very juicy, and this is something that I feel like was a problem that I made, was that almost like if you're going to leave the base, you are guaranteed to go through a forest tile. And I feel like that the map is already big. Why am I making it even slower with why am I making it slower with forest tiles?
mm-hmm.
So that was that. I had a complaint about the airport being too weak for a big map, because as you guys can see, it only has one way out, and infantry is going to take 3 turns from the base to even try to get that airport. So there's like a little capture. If you look at the orange star side, there's a little capture chain that you could do and then move forward, but it's going to take like directly from the base 3 turns. But if you capture that first property, then you can move to the one spot where it can reach the airport in 2 turns. Comm towers are relatively safe, and also apparently the map is like, mechs would like it because there's a river and a mountain that a mech can just breeze right through. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot of reason why this isn't categorized.
I think Daddy Maxac has a point. It doesn't look like unranked worthy for sure, but I think it's probably C rank. It's just way too slow, because I'm not sure if you mentioned, but this is for standard, right? Like,
yes, this is for standard.
It's just way too slow of a map for standard. Infantry are going to take forever to get to the front lines. I think a big improvement would be to just speed the reinforcement lines, or maybe, I don't know, have black boats or something, but definitely reworking the terrain from the bases towards the fronts.
Yeah.
The map is already so big that you don't have to nerf even more the terrain.
Hello, Alexis.
Or just make it smaller, like Bum says. It's definitely too big for standard. It's just gonna take such a long time. And then when you get to the middle, it's like there's not that many, I guess, maybe contested properties for the size of it, and it's just gonna be this huge accumulation of army that will just like slam in the middle pretty much. You can definitely just rework the map, make it smaller, get rid of some of the terrain, and you know, you kind of want the map to play a little bit faster. You want to make it a little bit more fun. If nothing happens until like day 12 or day 14, it's just not gonna be that interesting to play on.
Centers understanding tactic. Yeah, that's fair.
It almost looks like the front is like a fog map. And
I remember you said this. It's like,
yeah.
it's like some parts of this map looks like a fog map, but other parts look like a standard map.
Yeah, like overall, I would kind of say it's more for fog due to its size and it's the terrain layout in general and the reinforcement lines. But even in fog, it wouldn't play really well because there's so many forests and mountains together in important pivot points. It's just gonna be a big stare off there.
My hopes and dreams have been crushed.
And like if you look at the front in general, it's just like a straight line from top to bottom, horizontal straight lines, or vertical straight. Vertical. Sorry. Straight lines are not a good fronts because they make it more stally. Because, you know, when you're making a wall, you're trying to defend. You can just you can do a line, and then you only grant one tile to attack from. But if a front is staircased, then it's harder to wall off because you can 2-hit KO units, right, on a staircase formation.
Yeah,
but a line formation is much easier to wall and harder to break through.
Gotcha.
So it's just many factors together that would just make this really slow and stally and not dynamic.
And this is why no one has touched this.
Well, it was probably someone just like left it uncategorized, but it's probably a C rank.
Yeah,
doesn't really change much, anything. But if you change it and you want it to be retagged, just like put it in the sign maps channel, and an MC will give it another look.
Humita is putting the C rank on this map right now as we speak.
Send me the link.
Nah. All right. My heart's already broken enough. All right, so.
Well, we gotta keep everyone to the same standards, no?
Yeah.
Can't give any favoritisms.
My heart's been too broken. Send me the next map. Send me the next map. Up next, we have No World for Tomorrow. Holy crap! Some of these names are dark. You trying?
It looks like a song name.
You trying to send a message, Humita? Trying to send a message?
Wait, what were the other names?
It was like the like Squiggle, Gwiggle, and Canal and stuff.
Actually, No World for Tomorrow sounds like a James Bond movie.
Sounds like a song lyric. Sounds like a song lyric I'd listen to. Been listening to a lot of heavy stuff lately. Up next, we have No World for Tomorrow. We have 2 base on the bottom for orange, and 1 base, 1 airport. Comm towers in the center. So far, property variety looks healthy. So what was the one thing that Quantum said about oh dear, I lost it. He said some balance, dynamic, and replayability. So does it feel balanced? Honestly, I probably would. We have, let's see here, 2 base. Oh,
probably start with that. Probably start with, is it balanced? Or does it look balanced? Like from a setup point.
To me, it does look balanced. Yes, there's the 2 base versus 1 base, 1 airport. That's pretty typical. HQ is actually kind of tricky to get to. Like, can a tank reach it in 2 turns? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you can reach it in 2 turns, but you block off like any one spot by that forest, and there's gonna be some trouble. All right, so 2 base.
Then think of like how, if you look at the map just before even move planning. How do you imagine the fronts developing? Like, what is the contested space, and is there a good enough amount of properties in that?
I was thinking, like, there's some cities right before the comm tower, like the roads between the city and the comm towers, like going past the roads. I feel like those are contested cities. The middle looks really interesting to get. I feel like there's definitely some replayability with especially with the comm tower, because it's such an interesting spot. So like, if you get the city by the HQ, do you want to move forward towards the middle, or do you want to try to go and back cap for that comm tower? So I feel like there is variety here. The map does look balanced. There's replayability, some capture chains that will be interesting to get to. So without any, so right now I almost want to say S or A. That's where I'm kind of hanging on to, either S rank or A rank. I just noticed that there's a lot of mountains that splits between the 2 base side, but then eventually they will, converge together to the one side here. Could the 2 bases overrun the 1 base side, even if you like trap the airport? Because the airport can just go up if there's like a big army that's moving in towards the middle, or down for Orange Star. I want to say that this is, oh man, my gut says A, but my heart kind of says S.
Well, I mean, remember that A and S are the same thing in theory, just that S has more history. So it has a lot of games.
Okay. With that being said, I'm gonna say A rank for No World for Tomorrow.
Okay, I'm sending you a screenshot.
Another Humita doodle. Let's go.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
It's amazing. Save him.
So yeah, it is actually A rank. Look at that. People are split. A and B. It is actually marked as A rank. I think it makes a lot of sense. It definitely seems very dynamic. Well, it's balanced, right? There's a lot of stuff that you can go for, and there's a lot of I kind of pointed. I did some circles, so that's kind of what I like to look at. Like, what's the zone of influence or like the safe areas, right? Like the red, that's the safe part. You're never gonna push deeper than that, and you're never gonna need to defend those. And then the same for blue, and then whatever's in the middle is pretty much contested, or like where army is gonna be moving around. You're gonna be trying to put pressure and stuff like that. And so, like for red, for example, you can be pushing out. There's that double mountain in front of the one base from blue, where it kind of splits up your army from red. You can either go towards the com tower area, or you go towards the little city chain right there on the other side of the mountain. It depends what the one base does, how much they invest, and then if anything, if they overinvest, you can always switch towards the middle for the properties in the middle, or towards the HQ. There's like, you know, there's a lot of dynamics going on that you have to be careful. A lot of decision making there of what you build, how much, where, when. So it's gonna make for an interesting gameplay, at least at a glance. So the com towers. Oh, there's actually double com tower, but the one in the middle comes in really late.
Oh snap! It is double com tower. I didn't realize that. Yeah, the middle one comes really late.
Yeah, it comes really late. There's only one that's contested, so that's good. Usually, if you have double com tower, you want to have one that's contested and the other one that is safe. I'm sending you another one.
All right, here. Oh dear. Humita tortures me with another hard map. I don't like how he's laughing. I don't like how he's laughing, guys. What the heck is this? Stargazer. Oh dear, what have you set me up for? Stargazer.
This map was made by someone in chat. If he's still here.
Did you break this? Did you make this?
No, I didn't.
No. I'm looking at Starbright. Did you make this one?
I can actually send you.
Wait, what the heck is it? I just saw the carriers. What is this? Oh man! And wait, hold on. Can they? What? Is that covering a base?
Yeah.
It's covering a base. Oh my gosh, what is this? Emulate my style. Oh, thanks for subbing, by the way, Starbright. Okay, so we have a base light, eventually 3-base map with double airport that you could stall if you build a missile, because you know what I mean, right? Because that carrier, I'm pretty sure, is there to halt the airport. Oh dear. Oh man, this is like already I want to say like a C or like a very low B ranking, but now that I'm looking a little more into it, does this map just have bad first turn advantage? That's actually something I might want to check right now. So let's say they're gonna go for that. They're gonna go for that. Already I feel like there's a little bit of variety going on. So now they can't really build anything. So now we're gonna go move on to Blue Moon. Blue Moon is gonna go capture that. And then we're gonna have infantry here. Gonna make sure I end my turn. So right now it's gonna swap over. They still can't build anything. So already this feels kind of slow. So that looks about right. So we're gonna have capture this, and then this can go capture this, and then they're going to build. They can build a day 2 tank. What the heck is this? A day 2 tank. Wow. All right. Yeah, let's build the tank. You'll see the ABBA order, or the BB, or the AB. It's high funds.
No, it's not. It's standard.
It's standard. Oh, it's not. It's not high funds, Kanton. Oh man, I was gonna be so mad. I was just like, wait, then how do I? All right.
No, so it's standard, but the FTA setup is still correct. It's called like diet high funds.
Diet
FTA setup, something like that, because you get a lot of funds early on, but it's still standard. So you can see you can make a day 2 tank, for example.
That is insane.
Do you want to make a day 2 tank?
Yeah, you do.
You are like nuking your own captures.
Yes,
So that's the thing.
That does nuke your capture right away. I just built one just out of the sake of building one. So if they let's say they do and they decide to play really aggressive and just nuke some of their own captures.
There's also no reason for red to make that tank, I think, because red can just make the tank on this next turn and still have this do the same job.
I'm just being a 600 right now, 600 elo guy right now. Yeah, the tank is a little early, so they can build a tank and then next turn they can build a tank. Okay, so if Blue Moon decides to build a day 2 tank, the ABBA order is there, or the BAABA.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to establish. Glad that we got that out of the way. But
good.
So because I feel like it would be a problem if Blue Moon realizes, okay, they won't be able to have a tank as soon as I build the earliest one I can. But if they could, then I probably would have given this like a C rank, or maybe uncategorized. But the ABBA is there, so it's saving it from possibly a C rank, and I almost want to say a B rank. I feel like there's a little bit of variety when it comes to the base by the airport and the port, because there's like different options for it to capture, and then it can like slowly move out from there. The cities on the side look very interesting. Com tower looks pretty all right. A lot of there's terrain, but a lot of the shoals just feel like the tanks and recons are just gonna zip very, very far down there. But if they zip down there, then it feels like they're gonna be overextended because they're kind of close to the other base. So it looks like, oh, you can move this recon all the way down here, but then you run into the base, and then what do you want to do? Die at high funds. Ooh, yeah. Alright, so after a little bit of that, I want to say that this is a B rank map. I'm gonna give Stargazer a B rank map.
Why?
Rank. Why? Because I feel like I don't know if this base blocking, airport locking kind of game would really work. I mean, it looks fun to play, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it feels like just a little bit of lacking of variety. Well, maybe there's like 2 different things that the carrier base side can do. So yeah, there's also like there's a handful of contested properties, but I don't know if is that really enough of it. Oh, there's 2 HQs. Oh, oh shoot, there's a black boat. How did I miss that? There's a black boat. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. There's a black boat. That changes things a lot, actually. That changes things a lot. Yeah, I take back my statement. I'm gonna say A rank now, because I feel like there's a lot more variety now that I see that. Because that HQ is safe. You have no reason to keep it on that black boat. You're more concerned about the other HQ, but that is already by the base. But does that kind of counterintuitive with one of the previous statements he said? Okay, you know what? Shot in the dark. I'm gonna say A rank. This map looks really fun though. 57% says B, 28 says A. S rank is 14. So I went from B to A. You're gonna break my heart, are you, Humita?
Maybe. Let me send you my scribble.
Another scribble. Here we go. Wow, you really went all out for this. I kind of appreciate that. Because I feel like I'm the one that made you do a lot of the work, but I'm the one here that's kind of being humiliated. Oh no,
I literally picked the maps 10 minutes before the stream.
Oh no, that scribbling scares me. That scribbling scares me, dude.
So first off, I think the map has some really cool ideas. I really like the carrier locking the airport from the base, because the idea is that, well, I guess maybe pull up the map first, because
yeah, I'm trying to pull it.
What's going on the screen?
What's going on the screen? I have a bunch of different things opened right now. All right, here we are.
There you go.
All right, so I am. What's the rank?
So there, apparently it was tagged as B rank, and I think after a closer look, I agree. I think it could be a really good map. With the ideas are really good because that carrier, you know, is sitting on a neutral base.
So I was. So I was right.
You were right. Yeah.
Oh
you were
no!
Right. No, wait, you had said A rank. You had said A rank.
I said B, and then I moved to A.
Yeah, you were initially correct. Yeah.
I initially was right. Was right, not. Oh no.
Okay. let me explain, because I think it's a B, but with a lot of potential. Because the carrier on the neutral base, that's red's base, right? Like that's your own carrier sitting on a base.
Oh wait,
and
right.
So,
yeah. Oh dear, I'm stupid.
So the thing here is that, like, okay, do you want to get that second base by allowing the other one to get that airport? I mean, the answer would be yes, but it's more of a when, right?
Yes.
Do you want to get it right away and let that airport spam copters? Maybe you want to have one anti ready to lock down that area, so that airport is not that big of a deal by the time that you go for the base and free up that airport. So it's a timings thing. The main problem, I think, is just the lack of contested space and properties, really, because I think the idea was to make the double city and the side contested, but they really aren't.
Yeah, at first glance they look contested, and that's what I kind of stuck with.
Yeah, it's very easy for the two base, when it actually get the two base going, to just absolutely lock down the double city area. Because the one base is gonna struggle so much to send infantry or tanks to contest that area. It'll just be copters, and with a single anti, you're just gonna swat away all those copters coming. So that double city is not really going to be contested at all. So that leaves you with the only real contested city, which is the one that I circled in black, and kind of like the lines of the other black lines kind of marking where all that pressure is going to be going towards. The one base is kind of forced as tanks that they move out into an awkward sort of pivot point, really, which the two base can easily go and pressure at. So it's going to be, the one base is going to flow like outwards towards the center silo or com tower, and it's kind of gonna be like that. It's gonna be a little fight for those fronts in the middle. I think it could just by changing up a little bit the fronts, or how the bases reinforce the fronts, would make a really cool map, because the ideas are really cool, honestly. Yeah. The timings thing, the timings aspect, I would maybe actually get rid of the black boat.
Okay. I feel like the black boat adds a lot of diversity.
But sure, but at a certain point, it's too much. I think having that black boat just like free roam towards one side or the other.
You can make walls with it.
Yeah, but it's like you can just like spam infantry from the two base onto the middle. It just, at a certain point, when you enable too much stuff, it kind of feeds more into the stalliness, into just like send everything towards the meat grinder kind of thing. And because if everything can be sent forward so fast, then there's no imbalance, right? Yeah. And it's just, everything is balanced. You can just send, you can attack and defend at the same time. And then it's like, how are you going to attack? And so if you can't attack, you just defend, and the stalliest one will win. You kind of want to create imbalances around the map. So I think, yeah, getting rid of the black boat, probably, maybe having a port so you can make a black boat later, that's a cool idea. Like, that adds variety for you to think whether to make a black boat and when. And then, yeah, just the front or base to front rework would be kind of cool. Somehow widening it up, maybe bring the one base more towards the middle, so you can widen up a little bit the front, something like that.
Yeah.
But I really like the ideas in this map.
Map committee, gatekeeping fun.
Gatekeeping fun.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
That's what people love to say, but go ahead and play a map on a B rank or a C rank map, and then tell me if you had fun or not.
Oh, I will. I want to play on this map now. Thank you for showing me this. Thank you for showing me this. All right, next map.
People love to say, "Oh, map committee, they're gatekeeping everything.
They're gatekeeping fun."
This map is so much fun. Like, it's, and no, it's a C rank, and if you have two players play, maybe it is fun. Like, just for casual gaming and just like throwing units to the front without any regard for their well-being.
After stream fight,
it that's fine as well. That you can have fun, but for a competitive sense, if you're gonna make players play on that map by the hundreds or thousands and actually be competitive, then you want it to have all those aspects. You want it to be balanced, you want it to be fun, you want it to be varied, so that every match that you play on can be different.
Humita Kantan's asking me for a match on this map. This looks fun. All right.
You can play against Kantan.
Oh dear, he'll whoop my ass. Next map. Next map.
The next map.
Yeah, next
Okay,
map.
let's move on.
Please and thank you. You're not. Then what was the after stream fight thing? Come on, man. Oh, and you have like a laundry list of maps that you want to have. All right, hold on. Let me favorite this map. Where's my mouse? I'm gonna favorite this map. Waterways. Well, visually appealing, not so much. I'm sorry. Mine was visually appealing, and look where that got me. All right, waterways. There's a mix. Is this mixed base? Yeah, this is mixed base. This counts as mixed base. Mixed base. Oh dear. You know what I mean? You know what? Want to know the first thing I thought of when I saw this? Rockets. The first thing I thought of, just rockets, just like sieging the HQ. It's not gonna. I'm happy the map has a fan. I think this map has 2 fans. Hey, Starbright, you want to play on that last one? I'm just gonna wing it right now. I honestly want to say it's a C rank map. One reason I feel like the rocket is has potential for both sides. The rocket can lock down the base, especially this one base that's that has the lab near it. There is it can only do one thing, and it could just go like capture the ports, and then you might want to maybe build a black boat and then hopefully try to expand. But then there's probably going to be some potential for a whatever cruiser submarine from the other port, and there's going to be a little bit of naval fighting, but one side's probably going to get the island before the other side does. 2 things that jump out, well, 3 things. First one, I did mention the rocket. The second thing that jumps out to me is lack of variety. I feel like the peninsula base with the lab does not have a lot of things to do. And 3, I feel like this is just very, very slow of a map. So I am gonna say this is a C rank map. Did you put any uncategorized maps in here, Humita?
No, I don't know how to look for them.
Okay, so they're also. Oh, yeah, that's a gatekeeping. I'm just kidding.
I don't know how to look for uncategorized maps.
Gatekeeping. Humita did not pick any unranked maps, so if it's really bad, it'll just be C rank. This is a C rank. 100% of people in chat say C rank.
So it is marked as C rank. I do agree with chat with what chat has been saying, that this is probably just uncategorized worthy. There's just too many problems. Like you were saying, rockets for sure. There's no airports to deal with them. Like sure they are, but you have to make a black boat. It's just a game that one, it's gonna take forever to develop.
Yes. There's
so many problems like that. There's not contested stuff. It's just not gonna be dynamic, and this is more like this is. I mean, again, I don't want to like make it feel like we're trash talking on C rank or uncategorized maps on mappers, because we've all started there.
Yes,
we all or most of us come from like playing Game Boy and just playing the War Room versus campaigns, and that's like our first inspiration to making maps. But we kind of have to like unlearn those things from the cards because they're super unbalanced and undynamic. There's a lot of things that we want to make, like, oh, I want to make island plays, I want people to make black boats and landers. I want to force them to do that. But by doing so in a certain manner, it makes for such a slow game and uninteresting game.
I feel like
when you actually play it.
Naval combat island maps could probably work with high funds. Actually, I think there is a lot of high funds naval maps. Like Viridia Aqua is one. Yeah. I don't play a lot of high funds, and I know there's another one that has like a bunch of neutral ports in the middle. Kind of creates like variety and terrain in high funds. You play high funds, so you might not know, but that is It sadly just does not work for standard. If I were to play high funds, throw in some naval units, and maybe I'll consider it. So, C rank, and you say personally that it's possibly uncategorized, and we're not here to crap on maps, but we're just here to say like, hey, Advanced Wars is such a like nuanced game. Like narrowing things down is just not that good for execution. Alright, up next we have No Trespassing. No Trespassing is a 3-base map. Oh, I see. Those are not rivers, those are sea tiles. Oh, wow. I see. They're gonna have so blue's gonna have the bottom left corner, right's gonna have the top right corner. I guess I'll just start like moving stuff around, I guess. So that can go there. Oops, that goes here. Then I'll build infantry. Next turn I'll have this cap. Oh, what the? Did you see that? I moved it, but it didn't move.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it happens.
Okay. The terrain feels kind of heavy, which I personally don't mind. Gonna go capture Gorilla Monkey Man map, right? I don't know. What does trespassing have to do with gorillas? I mean, if you go to
no, because Gorilla and Monkey is a user. He's a mapper.
Oh, okay. Did they make this map? I don't know anything about them, so did they make this map?
I'm not going to reveal, but
if you tell me, it doesn't add anything. I do not know this. I know Weege.
It might affect the poll, so I'm not gonna say.
It's not affecting the poll because I don't even know who that is. But just okay, so it has a little bit of variety here. Do I want to go for the airport and possibly 3-chain, or do I want to move over and maybe fight for the comm tower? Or there's a capture chain over here, so it's already kind of, you know what, I'll play it safe, personally. So not only is this helping me look for the balanced tank opening, but it's also helping me flesh out what potential variety there is on this map, which I think is good. I am learning. I'll just do the same thing, kind of play it safe. If I was like a more aggressive CO, maybe I'd like move over the mountain instead of back to the airports.
Right. Yeah, say if you're Lash, for example.
Yeah, Lash. I could see Lash being played on this map. I could see Lash being played a lot more now because of the Kindle swap, the Kindle change. Oh man, I haven't seen it in execution yet, but I am like very happy for Lash fans, because it really feels like that now. Lash has like a chance to move this here, and I'm thinking about going for the chain here instead. Feels a little aggressive, counterintuitive to what I was just doing, but okay. So we're getting to the point where we're gonna see tanks being built. I didn't mess up anything, right? So they will be going over here. This will be going over here. This can go capture this. This can go capture this, and then say like this guy goes over here and maybe contests the properties. This guy goes over here. Actually, no, let's move him up, and then this guy can move somewhere up there. And they are going to build. Where do they build a tank? I feel like a tank might be over here and over here. So I'm gonna say this is a oh damn! Okay. I'm leaning between A and S. That's where my range is, A and S. So okay. So now let's see. Does it have contested properties? It looks like it has contested properties. Yes, like these cities by the missile silos. This map doesn't look too small. There's a lot of terrain, but not terrain that makes it worse. I mean, it's a small map, so it can slow it down a little bit, but it doesn't look like it slows down too much. Even the bases, they have seat tiles in front of them, so they can't just go straight to the middle, so it doesn't like make it too fast. I'm going to say that while this map looks small, and small does not necessarily mean bad, I am going to say that No Trespassing is an S rank map.
S rank?
I will say S rank.
Remember, the difference between S and A is that S has been proved by many, many games.
So if it's A, I'm close.
So in theory, they would be, the same thing. It's just that S means that it has had a long history of games.
Let's make it more interesting then. We'll keep it as S. 57% says B. 42% says A.
Wow.
What is it?
You're the only one that said S. It's actually marked as A rank.
Okay, all right. I'll take it. I was close to saying A. I was really close to saying A. But I feel like that I can't see any of the flaws that we discussed with a little bit of the move planning that I did, so that's why I went with S. So what did Kantan say earlier? Replayability, diversity, and balance. It just checks everything off the list, does it?
Well, I think the main area, the main fighting area is going to be the double silo place. The double silo with the cities.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
And then maybe also the com tower and city corner.
Yes.
But most likely just the double silo, because then the 2 base is going to be able to just get that com tower and city pretty early. The airport is pretty late. I think I agree with it being an A. Maybe it's not as high of an A rank as others, because it's more going to be fighting for that double silo area. It's going to be a very tactical, positional kind of game, trying to force builds and trying to fight over those, try to win tactically. Maybe if you overall win there, maybe you send the airport towards your 2 base and you try to crush the 1 base and maybe try to flip the city that's right next to the HQ, maybe go for an HQ pressure, like kind of stuff like that. And then you can front switch to like through the middle towards the other side. There's a few forwards that will slow you down a little bit, but you can do that if there's too much resistance on the 1 base. You flip over and you try to crush the opponent's 2 base army by front switching towards the middle.
Maxac says they feel like the middle could use a little more to fight over, but I feel like if you have control of the middle, then it helps with a front shifting. Like say you have like forces already by the adjacent missile silos, it's going to take forever if you try to go on the other side all the way on the edge where the rivers are. Like if you have like stable hold of the middle, then you can front shift, go through a few forests, and you'll be fine. So I don't think the middle is like something you always need to fight for. There's already a lot to fight for on the sides.
I feel like I agree with this. I think that the city that's in the middle could be pushed just 1 tile towards the middle.
Okay.
To be like underneath or above the silo.
All right.
If you look at tank range from the river's base, it would take more than 2 turns to reach. I guess you could use the other base, but just make it just 1 tile closer. It would still keep them away from each other, from like 1 infantry turn away from each other, which is good. But you still grant a little bit of a fight in the middle. If you're kind of front switch, you can threaten and flip that and then go towards the other side.
Okay, so I was close. My initial thought was A, but
it's also a really quick map, right? Like it's gonna play really fast because
and
your 2 base gets capped in 2 turns. Your 1 base and the 2 base reach the contested space really fast. Like it's 1 turn and a half for both to be fighting there.
Yes.
So it's gonna be a lot of tactics. Try to be sitting on the correct tiles and start the correct fights and that kind of stuff, to then win the area of that 2 cities, com towers kind of area. Maybe the com tower doesn't even get capped by the 1 base, unless you rush it, right? You go across the mountain or the city that you went to, and then that guy goes towards the com tower maybe. But it'll be really hard to hold on to that com tower.
Okay. All right.
A very brawly map, I think.
Yes, Lash.
Yeah.
I'm so obsessed with Lash right now. I'm sorry.
I think it's also pretty low income, so definitely Lash favored.
Yeah.
Could be Rachel Gaming as well. Just seems a little bit tight quarters, kind of positional, kind of map.
Yeah. All right, we have DMC 22 bracketed Seashell Avicula. This is a play on Seashell Ocarina, or that one other map I forgot the name of. Who shrunk the sea? Who shrunk the? Who shrunk? God dang it! It's not a tongue twister. Who shrunk seashell? Who shrunk seashells by the seashore?
So the DMC is like a series that Daddy Maxhack has been organizing for already 22 weeks or more.
Why did I not?
23, I think.
Why did I not put those two together? I think I heard of DMC before. Oh wow.
So DMC, what he's been doing is like every week, there's like an item, I guess, or like a theme that you have to go for in mapping. It's just like it's the design maps challenge. That's what DMC means,
okay.
Or Devils May Cry. Some people
Devil May Cry.
What it means. But yeah, it's DMC. It's like every week there's like there's like 3 items that he puts on for vote.
Yeah.
People will vote what they think like that they would like to be as a fun challenge, and it can be like 4-base fog map, mixed base fog map, base light high funds or stuff like that, or missile silo standard map, you know, like just weird kind of themes or things to do as a little challenge so people can map towards that. It's been a lot of fun to see the maps that people come up with, and this one is part of the DMC 22, which I think it was trying to make base light from S rank maps.
Okay.
So this was an attempt at making Seashell Ocarina into a base light map.
I also heard that there's one called like Devilman Crybaby in anime. I heard it's kind of messed up, but it's on my list to watch. All right, so Seashell Avicula is a lot of chains in the middle, a lot of chains down there. I feel like that might be a little bit straightforward. There's the cities in the center that you can get within 2 turns, but in Seashell Ocarina, this was weird basing it off of another map. In Seashell Ocarina, all the contested properties are actually on the side. Now the question is, are they that contested? So my brain right now is kind of saying it is a possible A or B rank kind of map. Might lean a little more towards B. So I feel like how I would play it if I was blue, I could get this 3 chain right here, and then I could maybe get some in the middle soon, but the middle might not be worth it. So you have to make a decision. You want to go to the side, you want to go to, let's see here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. With that in mind, the contested properties being more on the side and counting the tiles, I want to initially say a B rank map, because while I feel like there's some diversity, it might not be like enough diversity, and especially on the sides, like on the right side, I feel like red might like have some easier chances to attacking the to getting the properties, but then blue could maybe push back with a airport, and then you start getting an advantage with air units and tanks while they're forced to build anti-air there. Again, similar to the original, I don't think there would be a whole lot in the middle, but the fighting's on the sides are where it's at. I feel like there's some contested properties, not a whole lot, so that's why I'm sticking with a B. Wait a second. This map is asymmetrical.
Is it?
Yeah. There's no C tile on the top left side.
You're right.
It's asymmetrical. C rank.
Uncategorized.
Uncategorized. Fix this, Daddy Maxac. Daddy Maxac.
No, it's not his map. It's not Daddy Maxac.
Dang. Okay, I thought you said it was Daddy.
He just organized the challenge, the weekly challenges.
Okay, I'm sorry. Incense ban. Okay. Without,
I don't think it really changes much.
Without the asymmetrical portion of it, B rank, final answer.
B rank?
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll send you my scribble.
Okay. All right. I really want to open it and just be like, asymmetrical C tile, fix it.
Right. Wow. All votes for B rank.
All votes for B rank. Are we right though?
People are voting, but they're not explaining why they're voting that.
That's my job. That's what I'm supposed to be doing right now. All right. So this is a what is it?
It is a B rank. Yeah, it is marked as B rank, and it's definitely B rank. Almost, I would even say maybe even C rank.
Oh, so low B rank, you would say.
Low B, just because of the lack of contested and dynamics from the map.
I just click a rank so you could dismiss the poll and see the chat. Oh, so you're just kind of like shotgunning it, Kanton. But yeah, you go ahead, B rank.
Just because like I kind of marked there in colors like what your safe area is gonna be. The middle city is super safe because you get it in 2 turns from the base. Like it's 2 turns away, so you're definitely gonna rush that one, the one that has like the little semicircle on it. So you're just gonna rush that one, so it's never contested, and then go back and capture the other one, the one that's next to the mountain, and you're good to go. So that's gonna be like your first or second infantry, and then the other infantry is gonna, well, one is gonna back cap to that immediate capture, and then the other one is gonna go forwards for the city, comm tower probably, and then go back towards the mountain city. So the dynamics of how this map is just going to play every single time is that the one base, one airport is going to be late, but it's going to eventually try to flip the comm tower. And that's it.
Yes.
Like that's the only thing that you can really fight for is the comm tower. That's the only contested property. Like blue is going to get it first, so red is going to be trying to flip it over.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't really shift anywhere else. There's no other property that you're really fighting for. It does become into a send stuff into the meat grinder scenario, or send everything towards the comm tower or defend the comm tower. Very easy to stall if you want to stall, so nothing's really going to happen. There's a pipe, so you can't really front shift anywhere that army towards. It's not even like a brush with death scenario that you can have overwhelming forces towards the one base, so eventually you will beat it. It's like, nah, you'll be fine. It's very tight quarters, so the one base should be fine. You can take up, you can make artillery. You'll defend the 2 cities. Like you can let the comm tower fall eventually, and then you just defend the 2 cities. There's no way that they can flip that. Probably you can even make a missiles if you want to, and defend that area from Aryan. So yeah, I think it's a low B, maybe even C rank.
Also, I kind of realized that if the battlecopter ever gets to the corner, then the only thing that could stop it is another battlecopter or a missile. Like if it ever gets there.
Wait, what?
So the airport, if it goes directly straight and goes to the C tile in the corner, an anti-air cannot hit that battlecopter.
True.
Yeah, so that might have influenced it a little bit. I thought you might maybe mention that, but
I don't think it matters too much. You can always lock both of the cities after the comm tower with an artillery from the forest. So, and it's right there. Like that artillery is going to be unkillable. You're just going to have 3 layers of units behind the artillery. So those cities are never going to fall. Yeah. The comm tower will maybe fall, but it's just going to be a grind of just like pushing slowly. Yeah, it's just very, very stally. Not much to fight for, really.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was kind of leaning into.
I think actually, after looking for another second, I think you can argue that maybe the one base, one airport, as it's pressuring the comm tower, it could wrap around like close to the HQ towards the middle to flip that one city in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Because the one base army is going to be trapped in that little area protecting the comm tower.
Oh, yeah.
So then you can kind of force that. So maybe you do get that city flip. But that's probably it. I don't think you can push any further. You can't get the mountain city because you're just super in range from both bases. And you can also wrap around your own one base, one airport army and defend that. So, yeah, it's not very dynamic and not a lot of contested stuff. Oh, this one's funny. This
no. Oh, no. Here we go. The last map.
I'll be back in a minute.
What the heck is... Wait, what is this? The heck is this? Just medals and scars. What in the world is this map? Oh, you saw the rank. I didn't.
I'm back.
Humita, you're fired. People saw the rank on the stream.
Oh.
Because you sent me the preview map, not the move planner link.
Okay, let me just
I didn't see it. I didn't see it though. So the first thing that jumps to my mind is that if they want to, they can deny Red can... No, wait, no. Red can't move off the city. Dang. Alright. Look, I was going to say C rank because, like, I thought the black boat could leave the HQ. They cannot leave the HQ. Oh, God. This... I'm just trying to imagine, like, what possible interactions could maybe... This is an infantry locked base. And this is an island locked base. It's not making it any better. What? Oh, dear. It's a funny one, honestly. You did send me a funny one. So... if they want to go for the base right away, then this black bow's gonna like go over here, and the infantry's just waited for it. Oh no, crap! That's red. Red is first, not gray. I don't know why I did that. So red would be first, and I don't think it makes a difference to have that there. So red will be first. They can't move the black boat. Yeah, this black boat cannot move. It's just 2 bases for now. And turn. Gray sky, they will be over here, and they will just like load the infantry and then make their own infantry. Red fire will be over here, so it can actually make it there soon enough. But then you literally have 2 bases locked for infantry. So I can maybe see, well, I feel like Sammy would like this map. Where would the fighting even happen? So I feel like there won't be a whole lot of interactions. I feel like this is more of an infantry and air unit kind of map. Black boat's there because, you know, you just like spam copters and just start going all over the HQ. It's also on the edge, so it's very hard. So it's a lot easier to defend because that's one less side that you have to worry about. I guess only 2 sides because you're not really gonna do anything on the bottom. So it's just 2 sides. If that black boat dies, and even especially with Drake's no longer going to have that super invincible black boat now, which I don't know if that's healthy or not, but with like double, yeah, this is a double infantry, or you could make a lander and then that would be a little bit tricky, but I feel like it's a little too slow. So with just that in mind, I'm going to say that this is a C rank map. You really did pick a funny one. There's a lot of chains in the middle, which I feel like would be very juicy to go for, but I feel like it's just way too slow for an opening. And if you're getting 2 vehicles out of a base, you're gonna need to spend some money on that lander, and all those shoals by the HQ gonna make it more, like, I guess, easier to cap the HQ. I think that base can defend the HQ, but it's a little disadvantageous, I guess. Like maybe throw in some mechs in there and to just copter spam. I feel like you might eventually get the HQ. So I will say that this is a C rank map.
Wow,
B rank?
One person voted A rank.
One person voted A rank? What? I just noticed that.
It was probably the mapper. It's actually B ranked.
What?
And this is I mean, an obvious lost and found map.
It's a lost map. How? How is this B rank?
What? I mean, it's probably, I mean, it's an interesting setup, I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
It's just very spicy. You have that base double airport thing. But it's kind of awkward now because you do have a black bolt, so you can do infantry and air units.
This is a B rank.
But I mean, I think it still needs a lot of work. It's most likely a low B rank. It needs some major changes because, well, yeah, like C rank. You saw, you saw what C ranks were. This is a B rank, but just classic weird map that Lost and Found the Rise does.
This is the most beautiful C rank map I have ever seen, that it just so happened to be B rank. What the heck?
I mean, I'm not sure why you marked the C rank though. Like,
because I feel like it's a little too slow though. No.
Sure. I get a VC.
Maybe there's.
I think that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe there's some variety with, like you're capturing everything on the side, and then you could see what you want to do with your air units, and then like I said, there's a lot of capture chains you can do, and that's like really nice variety. Like the base on the side can go either up and get a 3-chain or go down and get a 2-chain faster in 1 turn, but okay, maybe I could kind of see it being a B rank right now, but I was really convinced that it was a C rank.
I'm not sure if Soul for Rent is here in chat, but this map feels like an idea that Soul for Rent has tried to make work before, and I think this is a pretty cool approach to that idea, in that of trying to have like infantry base, like infantry and airports against a full base kind of thing. And so then you have this combo of infantry, copter, infantry versus anti-air artillery infantry, right?
Okay.
Where like your triangle is copter beats artillery, artillery beats, well, I don't know, mechs, but mechs beat anti-airs and anti-airs beat copters. So you get that little, you know, I guess it's like a square kind of dynamic.
Oh, this map gives me an idea.
So like if you look at those corners that I marked, that's pretty much your area where anti-airs are gonna be so sad, right? There's a bunch of forests and mountains, so it's super awkward for the anti-airs there. So you would try to, if you can spam copters and mechs from that base and double airport and onto that area, you can kind of pressure and harass and try to flip some of those properties, maybe even potentially threaten the HQ. So you're kind of forcing that base to send anti-airs and you know, infantry and whatnot, just like a lot of unit count and value there. The main problem I think is the base in the corner is kind of useless, because you're gonna need that black bolt to be sending stuff from that base there. I guess you can make a T-copter,
yeah,
but you're right, it really is a very slow game, right? Because it's gonna take a really long time for that to develop, and that corner base is like so far back. Maybe it could just be a normal base, so it's not locked, and then you can have a little bit more of a dynamic going.
Yeah. I feel like this would be kind of fun if like you just create a game and you just remove tanks. Kind of plays with that triangle that square that you were talking about.
Well, you're kind of forced to not make tanks, because what are tanks gonna do against in that choky area, right? Like they're useless there. The tanks are gonna be good in the middle, but you're gonna be fighting tanks against the same base, so you're probably not gonna be doing that. So I think the map could probably be shrunk like a few tiles wide, so it's a little bit closer, since you're gonna be sending base like count towards the corner. Maybe have that base double airport be captured faster. I don't know, like there's things that could be done differently to have that idea going at the same time, because if not, that corner is going to be captured by the open base, and then you're not going to be able to flip it with very late copters and stuff if you can settle very comfortably with anti-airs. And so then it will most likely just devolve into an all-in mid, which is probably what will happen in this map. Okay. Just like send everything to the middle, whoever wins in the middle wins, because the corners are not going to be contested. There's a timing thing there, right? By the time that the copters on the base can get to that corner to contest, it's too late. It's already super secured by the HQ player. Yeah, so it's just going to be all in mid. Very linear kind of map.
All right, I see. So I guess it's like not that easy to just spam copters to get that HQ. Grim would be interesting though. Just 30% copters, just pounding on that HQ. Theory, that is if it can get there soon enough. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like in theory you can, but it's a matter of time. Like it's gonna take a really long time, and you're gonna have it secured by then.
Okay. This one really baffled me. This was yeah. You wanted to trick me, and this one exactly did exactly its job.
You've seen. To be fair, you've only seen like 2 lost and found maps.
Okay.
The map committee looks at hundreds and thousands of lost and found maps, because he just spams those maps on his phone, and doesn't even take a second look at them. He just go ba 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 ba, publish, never looks at them ever again. Like, and we're the ones trying to figure out if it's good or not.
He's giving you all run for money. It's also kind of funny too because it matches with his name. It's like after he's done with the map, it's lost and then it's found by the map committee. It's lost by him and then it's found by the map committee. Yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, literally 50% of the maps that you have to look through are lost and found.
Yeah, I see. Yep, quality by quantity.
But he has some really interesting ideas, and that's something really worth noting.
Yeah.
Like, he really tries to push specific ideas on the map and has really great use of terrain. Just that doesn't stay. It's definitely never a very simple, straightforward map with Lost and Found. Okay. There's always some twist, and I think that's really interesting. Keeps it really fresh, which is what we want. No, we want map making and the game to stay fresh, because our game revolves around maps. So yes, it's important to keep them coming, keep them refreshing, and find new things and try to push the boundaries.
Yeah. Because
if you think of any S-rank map, they've all pushed the boundaries at any given point. And so, we have to keep doing that to keep the game fresh and keep it interesting.
Yeah, gotcha. All right. So, yeah, I think that can pretty much do everything. Everything's been done for the stream. Humita, thank you again for your time, for finding these maps, making these really wonderful scribbles, and hurting my brain with what you've shown me today.
Are you sure you want to be a map committee now? Don't sorry.
What was that?
Do you want to think twice about being a map committee?
Well, I never thought I had a chance to begin with, but it'd be a funny running gag if be like, oh, I have potential here. Yeah, that's why.
Did I scare you from the map committee job now?
Well, I feel like, well, not really. I feel like this kind of shows that the map committee, the map committee works really hard and has a very educated and thorough look to this. Like, if I wasn't just like bap, 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 look at this map, then I feel like I would do a lot more. I would do a lot more testing. I would maybe just have like some casual games with some other folks and be like, all right, so this is bad because of this is bad because of that. I feel like I'm just a little inexperienced, but maybe if I really, really, really commit to Advanced Wars by Web, I could probably give it a shot. You haven't scared me, but you made me realize, all right, I got a lot of work to do. But this
it's also like map reading and player skill go kind of hand in hand. As you become a better player, you're able to read maps better. As you're able to read maps better, you become a better player.
Yes.
That just goes a little bit hand in hand. It's not necessarily 100%. Like, you don't have to be the best player to be a good mapper or map committee. And you don't have to be a great mapper or a great map committee to be a great player. We have both of them. We have great players that aren't good at maps or don't even bother making maps. And we have map committee members that are really good at maps, really good at analyzing maps, but that just don't play, or maybe they're not top players,
Yeah, I've seen this in like competitive games where like some retired players or some experienced players become more analytical, and then they would like do commentary for like the esports games and such. I actually want to share this. I used to play competitive Smash Bros. I was very bad at it because I didn't have that much practice. But yeah, I used to play. Feel like I didn't really do well there, but I feel like I had decent knowledge and energy for commentary. So when I found out Advanced Wars by Web existed like a few years ago, and I saw that there was room for commentary, I took this opportunity, and I feel like that is why my channel is where it's at now. Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah, if maybe somewhere down the road I'll be a lot more proficient with Advanced Wars, and I feel like you guys have yelled at me enough to try Global League. So probably after this stream, I'm gonna queue up some Global League games. And I have a tournament
You
game.
have to just queue when you're comfortable. No, because you also don't want to commit and then like
Burn out.
you drop out because you actually didn't want to be playing.
Yeah, and
I think it's important to take care of that.
maybe after my game versus a particular dev of Advance Wars by Web.
Oh yeah, I saw you playing against Walker.
Yeah, I'm playing against Walker.
That should be fun.
That should be fun. I haven't. It's only turn 2. I haven't made a single move yet because I've been trying to do other things.
It's easy. Just take it to a mid game and he'll crumble. He said he doesn't like. He just gets too overwhelmed in the mid game.
That's why I pick Rachel.
Like he probably has really good. I've never seen him play really or never played against him, but that's what he said. So my gut tells me that he probably is really good with openings, like because also he's analyzed a ton of maps.
Yeah,
so he'll have a really great capture phase and like opening, but he'll then like when the mid game comes around and it's also high fun. So there's like a million options what to build, what to go, what to pressure. It's like
I'm not going to take that as tips or advice, but thank you. So Humita, for anyone who's still watching chat, where can they find you?
Oh, well, just my channel. Just
yeah, your channel.
Yeah, just in my channel.
You're also, like we've said 1,000 times, a member of the map committee. So maybe if like you're putting some in design maps, then
yeah, for sure.
I was just thinking about throwing my link in there, and you'll be like C rank.
I mean, yeah, it is a C rank now. So,
it's a C rank now.
If you ever want to work on it, and that's something for everyone else to know, like once a map is tagged and then you rework on it, it's important that you probably link it in the design map channel.
You actually put it in C rank.
I did? No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you said you did. That would have been funny though, because I'd rather.
But if you send me the link, I'll give it a C rank.
Okay. Maybe after some kind of revision, but yeah.
Maybe revise it, or maybe just copy and paste it, like make a new one and then kind of rework it from there.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so I had fun. We had a nice casual time. Nothing too serious. So I want to thank everyone who decided to come to my chat. We missed this a long time ago. Someone asked how often double copters are built. Like, if you have like 21k, then you could do that. But I feel like there might be variety units you want to build. That's just for the last map. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and cut it here. I was recording this as well, so maybe I'll cut this down into a YouTube video. Hopefully gather some highlights and humiliation from myself. And if I ever queue up for Global League again, I will make sure you guys know. Yeah, that's gonna do it here. Guys and gals, I'm Advanced Warrior. This has been Humita. You all have our warmest regards. Please take care.
Bye-bye.